So, one thing I like to do at the beginning of each episode, even though this is literally episode one, I like to start off with some icebreaker questions. So, let's start off with number one. One
Yes.
thing we can all relate on, we all have to eat something. However, if you had to eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Burgers and chips.
Burgers and Oh,
No,
okay.
it's
That's a
so boring.
very American answer, though.
I
Yeah,
know.
I'm from Texas, so I can totally relate. And I would actually, I'd probably go for sushi, but burgers would be in the top five for sure.
Yeah, it's just what I always default to. It's what I always crave. I'm always like, oh, I love a burger. And then anytime we get takeaway, or yeah, like yeah, pretty much anytime we get takeaway, it's like burgers, chips.
Okay, so is there like a chain, like an international chain you go to, or is there like a local place? Like, do you have a like, without doxing yourself? Is there like a hotspot you go to?
Well, there's a few good places to go, and then there's also an Irish chain that's called Supermax. Time to plug Supermax, which is yeah, it's like it's big in Ireland, and I think McDonald's were like trying to block them from opening up in Europe and everything because they were like, no, you can't. You know, McDonald's doesn't like anybody else who has Mac in the name, I guess, and they wanted to stop them from
And then they expanded into Ireland.
expanding.
Okay.
But yeah, but Supermax is big here. So McDonald's is big here as well. And then so like you'd find McDonald's everywhere, but I think you'd find Supermax pretty much everywhere too.
Oh,
And
okay.
that's my preferred. They do a really good chicken breast burger
Oh,
and
that
garlic
sounds good.
cheese chips, fries for everyone else. Garlic cheese fries, very tasty.
So, an Irish burger, does it like well, Irish made, Irish company, Irish chefs, etc. Is it typically different than the American kind, or do they find a way to supersede us on the quality?
Um yeah, I mean I like I prefer Supermax, but it's very like it's such a subjective thing, you know. People always have their favorite, like, I like the burgers from this place or I like the chips from this place or whatever. But I don't know. For me, I prefer Supermax. The chicken burger is good quality and it's like a nice actual thick chicken breast that's in it, like with southern fried breadcrumb on it, I guess. Whereas like when I go to McDonald's, I feel like I just want something that's like a dirty, cheap burger that's just like really bad for you, but really tasty. Even though Supermax is not any better for you, but for some reason, when I go to McDonald's afterwards, I always feel like a bit grossed with myself.
Yeah, the thing about McDonald's, it's very good for the price, but I always feel terrible afterward. I have to try to
Yeah,
avoid it.
yeah. And then it's just whatever it is about it, it's so addictive. Like you, whatever, it's a generic McDonald's flavor that it doesn't really matter what you're eating because it's just that generic McDonald's flavor that you're like, all of a sudden you're like, I want that again. What is it? You know, it makes you crave more,
Oh,
even though you're
absolutely.
disgusted with yourself for just having eaten it.